So the topic for today is my thoughts about fatherhood stereotypes. Let's go. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of my vlog. Konting shoutout lang muna bago tayo magsimula sa topic natin for today. First of all, thank you Southside Studios for letting me use this beautiful studio. Itatag ko kayo sa aking description kung para makita ng mga netizens natin. Maliban doon, syempre, nandito ang partners ko from Hydro Flask. Dito ang aking kape. Uy! Di ba? Lakas ng kape ko. Kita niyo yun? Tapos, syempre, ang aking water. So, for today's topic, we will be talking about debunking myths about fatherhood. Ngayon pa lang sasabihin ko sa inyo, guys, na etong gagawin ko na debunking myths about fatherhood is not an opinion of a professional, but it's my personal experience because, obviously, I am a father. Hindi, father salvia. Father talaga ako, guys. Father of two. Father of peace nga daw. That's my intro and sige, let's get right into it now. Number one myth, men are insensitive. Grabe naman yun. Ako, napaka-sensitive ko eh. They do not know how to care for and to communicate with their babies. Well, if you put it that way, maaaring may pagka-insensitive nga yung mga tatay. Ako, up until now, I still struggle with communicating and really listening to my kids. Si Joyce kasi parang kahit yung mga type of iyak, alam na niya kung ano kailangan, kung puno yung diaper or kung gutom or kung antok na. Usually yung tatlong yun lang naman eh. So ako, I don't feel that as much as she does. Pero then again, she spends more time with the kids more than me. Baka kabisado na niya kasi. So hindi ko masasabing hindi ako sensitive. To an extent, may feel pa rin naman ako. I think it's false. Hindi siya absolute pero to an extent, yes, may pagkatotoo rin. Number two, babies form an earlier and stronger emotional bond with their moms than their dads. I'm gonna tell you about my experience with Liam and with Aggie, and also experiences of friends that I know. Si Liam, mas Joyce talaga siya. Like, he's 2 years old now. He cries with me sometimes. He says, "Mama lang," a lot. "Mama lang, mama lang." Malakas talaga yung bond ni Joyce at saka ni Liam. Kahit na minsan kailangan kong kunin si Liam kasi syempre si Joyce is taking care of Aggie. So yun yung experience ko. Hindi ko talaga natatapatan. Kapag alam na ni Liam na no choice siya, ako na yung second option niya. Meron pa rin naman kaming bond, not as strong as the bond that he has with Joyce. Si Aggie's too young for me to tell. Pero ang sabi kasi ng mga kaibigan ko, ang kaibigan ko na may 3 anak na lalaki and meron siyang kasing age ni Liam na 2 years old na babae, ang sabi niya, baliktad daw kapag babae yung anak mo. Usually daw, yung mga babae, yun yung kakampi ng mga fathers. So, yung mga babies na girl, palaging hinahanap yung dads. So, sana mangyari yun kasi lagi ko kasi sabi ko kay Joyce na, ayan, magkakaroon na ako ng kakampi sa bahay. On to the next one. Dads are less involved in parenting. To an extent, yes. Kung ikukumpara mo kasi sa mga nanay, oo. Kasi mas konti naman talaga ang pwedeng gawin ng mga fathers. Pero, subjective rin kasi tong statement na to. Ano ba talaga yung nagiging comparison mo? So, kung ibang tao ba or yung norm ngayon? Ngayon, I'd like to think kami, what we do is I am pretty much involved in how we decide and how we take care of our kids. Intentionality, yung tinatawag namin doon. So that Liam and Aggie forms parang a sense of security with Joyce and I. So, importante talaga yun na pag-usapan namin ni Joyce na kapag pwede, syempre, kapag wala akong taping, or kapag wala akong event, or kapag wala akong hosting, ganyan, magkakasama kami palagi. And we do activities together. Pag walang work, we're always with each other. So, it's important. At saka yung pag-change ng diapers ni Liam, giving Liam a bath, si Aggie, sometimes lang kasi medyo mas kay Liam ako nagfo-focus ngayon. Showing Liam my hobbies ngayon. Yun yung mga responsibilities ko as of the moment that Joyce and I talked about para mas involved kami or mas involved ako. Gusto ko sabihin na yes, to an extent, again, yes. Medyo mas less involved ang mga lalaki kaysa sa mga babae or sa fathers than mothers because of the physical capabilities that we are not able to do. And that's the only reason why. Pero in terms of intentionality, I'd like to say na pwedeng tay, hindi naman siya nurturing, it's more on being present, you know, yung amount of time that you are present with your kids. Kung ikukumpara mo sa father and mother, dapat, sa perspective na, dapat pantay. Meron na akong true dito sa, sa mga myths na to. Dads aren't as competent as mothers. That is true. Meron sense yung mga mothers of, meron talaga silang sense eh. Baka yung bond nga yun that they have with their children, that they only know, yung pag-nurture, binigay talaga ng Panginoon yun para sa mga mothers. And meron silang, uulit-ulitin ko yung sense na pag-take care of their children is really strong. Ako, yun yung naranasan ko. Like, talo talaga ako kay Joyce. Ayun, so I agree. Dads aren't as competent as mothers. Naturally. Na-attain naman yun through experience and through studying. Ito, I have last two. Absence of fathers causes no direct harm to children. I do believe in my heart that this is not true. To an extent, may effect yun sa mga children. I once read a fact sa US na, ito, basahin ko siya, from americasfirstpolicy.com. In a study of 75 juvenile delinquents, 66 experienced fatherlessness, 20% had never lived with their father, and 25% had an alcoholic father. It has been reported that fatherless children are anywhere from 3 to 20 times more likely to be incarcerated than children raised in a dual-parent household. So I'm not saying all, pero sobrang malaki yung role ng father sa pagiging present dun sa buhay ng mga kids. That's not the case most of the time, di ba? For a lot of households here in the Philippines because of, syempre, situations sa work, etc. Pero kami ni Joyce, yun yung, doon kami nag-struggle nung nasa lock-in taping ako. Para mga 3 months away ako from Liam. Sa mga formative months niya when he was still a toddler. Naramdaman ko talaga nung pagkabalik ko, like, para ako nagpapakilala ulit kay Liam. Deep down inside, I feel that, I don't want that. I don't want na walang father figure si Liam growing up. But basically, I do believe that there's an effect sa mga children kapag wala or hindi mo kilala yung father or nakikita mo na, alcoholic yung father mo or kung anong ginagawa. Okay, last one. Fathers don't experience work-life balance struggles. Yes, this is absolutely not true. Fathers experience work-life balance struggle. Yes, 100% naniniwala ako doon. That's what I go through because it's hard as a father and syempre someone who has a responsibility of providing for family niya. You want to go 100%. Kung nasaan ka man, kung nasa trabaho ka, or di ba naghahanap buhay ka, you want to go 100%. Which means when you go home, pagod ka na. Ako, kunyari, kapag umuwi ako from taping, umuwi ako mga 3 a.m., ganyan, magiging pagod na pagod ako up until the next day. And I know that I still have to wake up early. Yan, pinapatulog naman nila ako, pero syempre gigising pa rin ako because I want to, go for a walk with them or have breakfast with them or basically be present pa rin sa buhay nila kahit na mapupuyat ako. Naniniwala pa rin ako dun sa, to an extent, meron pa rin work-life struggle that you have to, balance it out. And it doesn't last forever because syempre, one day, nandyan yung children mo, iba naman, minsan papasok na or, di ba, or tatanda na sila. So it's not permanent, but it does affect them. So, konting mga sacrifices lang that you have to do as parents for them to not be perfect naman. Siyempre, wala namang perfecto sa mundo. Alam mo sa sarili mo that you gave it your all. And you love them and you supported them to the best of your ability. And that's what we want. So, yun lang ang aking vlog for today. Sana may nakuha kayo. Sana na-entertain kayo. At sana i-like itong video na to. Share this video and subscribe to my Facebook and YouTube. And that's it. Paalam, guys.